Hey, am I live? Am I live? It looks dark in here. I'll turn the lights on. Okay. Um, wow. Nobody here right now. So I'll give this a few minutes before I start speaking. Um, Unfortunately, I decided to go live when a number of others are going live too at the same time. Okay. Okay. And yeah. Oh my. Oh, life's journey. Hi, Race Phoenix. I'm so happy I have some company this afternoon. Okay, let me turn on some lights because it's a little dark. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I have some company today. Yeah, it hasn't been a great day, and I don't quite know how to handle it. I've been, um, except to say that I think I have to take some time off of YouTube for the time being, but I will remain on this chat for a while, at least until 6 o'clock. Oh man, this is hard. This is hard. I had another huge life change today, a very bad one. Oh God, I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. Oh man. How do I get the link to this live stream so I can share it on my other social medias? How do I? That's okay, Rafe. It's okay, Rafe. In fact, I'm glad you're here now. Okay, how do I go about sharing this stream with my other social media platforms? Because I don't see a link where I could do it. Okay. Wow. What's the link? Oh, what is the link, Life's Journey? Okay. Yeah, sure. Show me in Discord. In Negs's Discord or Driven's Discord? Who's Discord? Okay. Yeah, if you can show me in Discord, just let me know which one, whether it's Driven's or Driven. Okay. In Driven's. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, thanks. Huh. Okay. Copy. Okay. And if it wasn't for those of you in Driven's Discord, honestly, don't know what I would have done. Thank you, Life's Journey. I saw that you shared it. Much appreciated. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. Yeah, this is very, very... Hi, Amy. I just saw you in Negs's live. I just saw you in Negs's live. Yeah, like I said, okay, some who have been with me earlier today in Driven's Discord know pretty much what has happened to me today. And something life altering happened. And it was two of the worst things that I never wanted to have happen to me. And they happened this year. The first one was, long story short, in 2015, I was molested by a doctor. And it was, theoretically, I'm not allowed to talk about it, so I'm going to keep it as vague as possible because the board of the disciplinary committee where the complaints against doctors goes is still trying to put in a decision. But what happened to me was, no matter what the decision is, I already lost because there are a number of women that he molested, but I am the only one, the only file where they slapped a charge only of medical misconduct, medical negligence. That's it. That's the only charge they attached to me was medical negligence. And they answered me because of my health conditions that I had no credibility. So to me, it's as if it never happened. And I never thought that it would be okay again. Like, I still don't see how this will be okay. It's like I feel like a throwaway. And then earlier today, my best friend, he's gone. He's gone. I expressed fears and feelings, maybe clumsily worded and awkward, but I was dead honest. And he accused me of manipulating him. And I read back the chat to see where I might have gone wrong, where it might have been construed. And no, there's no way. So he's gone. And now I know it will never be okay again. And, you know, he inspired me. Yeah, if he sees this video, he's going to poo-poo it. I know his reaction. He's going to poo-poo it. He's going to say I'm just being dramatic, which I'm not. Well, maybe I am. But at this point, I don't really care. I have lost everything that was important to me. But he inspired me, and he inspired me to make better videos on both my YouTube channels. He had inspired me to write, but then recently I decided to stop writing because I felt he was slipping away. He was my muse. Shakespeare and Picasso, the greats, all had muses. Why shouldn't I? And I know for a fact, if one looked in history, at least Picasso anyway, couldn't have functioned without a muse. And many great writers had muses and wouldn't have been able to write a word without their presence. So why am I expected to? And I also have a neurological condition. Okay, I'm going to say it out loud and go for broke. I didn't want to go public because of the legal proceedings, but then they thought I have no credibility anyway. I received a diagnosis in 2017 for frontal temporal dementia. Yeah, I know, it's weird. It started years ago, my last months at work. We thought it was stress. The dyslexia was taking hold. I was getting older. I had 2 nervous breakdowns that year. I had pneumonia that year. And I thought the anxiety levels, because I had so many panic attacks. But at work, I was starting to read the words really, really bad, like I was at school. I am dyslexic. So I thought it was dyslexia run amok. I even had my eyes checked, and I got my first pair of glasses, and to rule out stigmatism. But I did, and it didn't rule my reading problem. Like, for instance, I would read the word curry when the word is sorry. And I would read a sentence, it would seem all mixed up. Sometimes talking out loud or reading aloud, I get into a huge stuttering thing because I wouldn't be able to say the word. And when they say the word I want, it comes out the wrong way. And it started to get alarming for 2 years. I had been seen by 2 neurologists. I'd been seen by psychiatrists about my lack of balance and about the short-term memory loss and the word loss, bouts of aphasia. But when I found out it was frontal temporal dementia and that there was no treatment for it and this would progress, I was given a prognosis, and it's not a long one. I think going vegan from vegetarian, I was 25 years vegetarian, I think going vegan entirely, my diet entirely plant-based, has helped stave the progress of this condition. I mean, I'm not getting better, but I'm not worse either. But I am getting more and more bad days of confusion. Like I'd be in a metro station and I'd be lost, taking the train the wrong way. And it's partly why I started this channel, Straight Talking Fedora Chick, because there was a lot I had to say. You know, I'm alone in the world, and yeah, it is. But all I hoped, you know, the one person who was most important to me for the past 3 years, but he ain't. He just accused me of all kinds of shit. He accused me of all kinds of shit. He accused me. I swear, I expressed true fears and true feelings, however awkwardly, but I did, and I got accused of manipulation. He even told me to fuck off. Said, fuck you. He'd never done that with me before. I did nothing wrong. All I did was confront him over the fact that I felt he was distancing himself from me. And I wanted to know why. Thank you, Ray. You know, who is upset, Amy? Oh my God. Yeah, today is weird, and I think it's partly, I mean, I don't know. I was hoping I was able to have that conversation after August 2nd. That's when Mercury gets out of retrograde. But that was not to be. And predictably, it ended like this. A huge falling out. I can't live alone anymore. God, I'm sorry I'm crying on the screen, but I'm emotional and raw today. All I know right now, after this live stream, I will be, I'm sorry, you all deserve better than this. You all deserve better than this, but I have no inspiration now, no muse, and I need a hug right now. Yep. But I'm never going to get one again. Yeah, this is coming off as dramatic, and I don't care anymore because just the very fact that I breathe is dramatic. The very fact that I express honest feelings is dramatic. Honest fears is dramatic. Yeah. Because it's me. Thank you, Ray. Gosh, I see 5 people here and 3 are chatting. Thank you for being here with me, because I know Negs has his stream going, and I know a lot of you watch Negs too. No, I won't. I wish I was, but no, I won't. Unless I manage to find money somewhere to pay someone to hug me. You know, it's funny. I choked and I expressed all of a sudden that I was fearing that he was going to be gone for good, and I requested, please, one last face-to-face chat for closure to say goodbye. And he got insulted and mad and called me manipulative. And the last thing I am is manipulative. I am not manipulative. In fact, I'm one of the most honest people you can come across. If I was manipulative, I'd be a politician. Where are you? God. Nicole. Oh, shit. My teacher. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. It's good to see you here. I'm trying not to. Hi, Gord. Hi, Gord. I know, Gord, I'm a hot mess. You never thought you'd see me all emotional in a live stream, right, Gord? You can tell everybody now that I'm officially a basket case. Gord, I just finished going public about my frontal temporal dementia that I was diagnosed with in 2017. About being molested by a doctor in 2015 and me not being able to see justice. Oh, shit. Oh, this is dramatic. I'm doing a leafy greens now. Oh, God. Oh, God. Gord had to see this. I put it up on Facebook. That was my first mistake. Gord had to see this. Nicole, I just finished saying, I just came clean. I've been diagnosed and I'm coming clean. It's part of the reason why I started YouTube, because I have frontal temporal dementia, and eventually I am going to lose my memory. No, Gord, there isn't. Nobody here gives a rat's ass about me. There's only one person, and unfortunately, he is intellectually delayed. He has an intellectual disability and has no clue as to what's going on. Yeah. So I lost the last person in my life. And I have frontal temporal dementia. I was molested by a doctor. I'm never going to see justice for that. I can't even talk in specificities because I can get sued. I'm still not allowed to talk about it because there's a publication ban still, because a decision is pending. I will, Nicole, because stay on the line. I don't know what you mean, Gord. I don't know what you mean. I'm so sorry, Gord. I don't know. My first mistake. I I put it on Facebook. I don't know why I did that. Now I'm going to be the basket case of Facebook. Can somebody explain to me how explaining fears of losing someone or explaining feelings or asking someone for closure, how in the world is that manipulative? Can somebody please explain it to me? Yeah, Nicole, someone did turn on me in the worst possible way. And it was the person I least expected that would do that. And I'm pulling a leafy greens here, and I'm having a freaking panic. I'm having a freaking panic. Knowing the person who got mad at me this morning, he's going to just say I'm being dramatic and I'm being manipulative. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. I can't mention names. Because for all I know, he might decide to sue me. Just like the doctor who molested me. And I never wanted to share that I had frontal temporal dementia publicly because I wanted to have credibility in my blogs or in my political discussion. I wanted to still have credibility. I still wanted to have credibility. And I was preparing the video of my life, which was the video talking about how I grew up with learning disabilities and developmental delays and being abused by my parents and bullied, not just by students, but by teachers. I was going to do a video and I had half the footage shot. It was going to be a nice walking tour of my old neighborhood. And now I can't even do it. Thank you, Nicole. I know. Gord, I'm so sorry. Gord, I'm so sorry. I always wanted you to continue having the respect for me as the intelligent girl with her snark on Facebook, with her snarky commentary, just like I had when I blogged at Sister Sage's Musings, you know? I am pulling a leafy greens. I know I have 20 years sober. 20 years I've been clean, off the coke and speed. And the worst thing is I did it in a way that I wouldn't recommend anyone else do it. I did it cold turkey. That's not to say that I shame people who require Suboxone or counseling. Au contraire. I wrote a play a while back based on my horrific experience in group therapy. It was a DBT program gone wrong. You see, and I did a video about this. In 2014, I was misdiagnosed with borderline personality disorder. Until 2017, that was corrected because a neurologist who actually gave a damn about practicing medicine, really. He referred me for PET scans, CT scans, blood tests. I did all kinds of neuro educational testing. And that's how he concluded that I have frontal temporal dementia. You know what's funny? The guy who ditched me today, the friend, we were never a couple, but we were very best friends. He ditched me. He used to care every time I had an anxiety attack, you know. In fact, because of him, I had reduced the number of anxiety attacks because of him. But, but now he would accuse me of being dramatic. Look at me, I'm pulling a leafy greens, and I know that ended badly for her. I didn't want my last YouTube video for a long time to be this way. I really didn't want it to be this way. I wanted to discuss plans of regrouping, and then it's all coming out, all my secrets. You know how I got by when I escaped an abusive relationship in the 90s? Do you know? I'm feeling so dizzy right now. I can't even get up from the chair. I'm feeling so dizzy. I'm like, I'm going to pass out. I know it sounds dramatic. I'm being dramatic. Okay, so it is what it is. Hi, Jenny. And I'm broken till next for 10 days. I don't even have grocery money in for the next 10 days. I don't even know what I'm going to do. And no, I'm not manipulating for super chats because I don't have 1,000 subs, so I'm not even eligible for super chat. So don't worry. I'm not even eligible for super chat. I guess I'm only here live because of you guys, like Nicole from Real Talk Recovery. And yes, Gord, I think Gord's gone. I think I scared him. And Amy and Rafe and Jenny and Life's Journey, who is new here. My other frustrations was, you know, I've been following the advice to the letter. I've been following my life to the letter. Following the YouTubers like Sean Cannell, like Nick Nimmin, like Brian G. Johnson on how to grow the channel. I've been careful with my thumbnails, the right tags. I still can't grow this channel. I've had this channel for 1.5 years and I still don't even have 100 subs. And my views have gone down. Thank you, Nicole. I think I just I just tanked my reputation now. I am now known as a crazy chick. I think Gord is gone. I think I scared him permanently. I think I scared Gord permanently. I really did. I think I just scared Gord. I'm sorry, Gord. I'm sorry, Gord. Facebook was supposed to be my normal, sane place. And I'm not talking about my Straight Talking Fedora Chick page. I'm talking about my personal Facebook page, my CK page, my CK Dwight page. And I'm supposed to be the beacon of intelligence and sanity and wit. I'm the ex-DJ, the ex-political blogger. And now I'm a hot mess. I don't know how any of this will ever be okay again. I can't help but worry what they think. I don't know. And I don't know how I can get accused of being manipulative. I don't know. I don't know. Gord is here, Nicole. Gord, meet Real Talk Recovery. Real Talk Recovery is Nicole. Gord, he's in the chat just below you. You asked who is Gord, and then Gord said, no, you didn't. That's Gord. Make friends. Yeah, 20 years sober. And this was after 10 years of being a stripper. I worked as a stripper to get away from an abusive relationship with a man I had settled for in the 90s. He had threatened to kill me if I was to leave. I had a very good friend at the time who helped me escape. Robbie, he unfortunately died in 1997, and the death of his anniversary is coming up in August, the first week of August. And I miss Robbie right now. He helped me escape the abusive man who threatened to kill me if I left. And I wanted to live, and I don't know. And I joined the party lifestyle and became a stripper. And then when I aged out, I settled with another dude. And I'm writing my book right now. I'm writing a very tawdry novel right now in this live stream. You will, Nicole. You will make it. Gord, I'm sorry if I'm embarrassing you. And that I'm showing my true colors. Oh, God. Thank you, Nicole. Except I don't know if I'm going to produce anything for a long time to come. I don't know. Thank you, Lane. That's okay, Wraith. It's okay, Wraith. I have difficulty typing too. Yeah, but this bad day is not going to end. It's going to be a very long, bad day. I was just hoping for something good to happen. For whatever time I had left, whatever my mind I still had left, whatever capacity I still had left. Oh yeah, the dude in question would call this dramatic. Worrying about my future. Wishing for things to go in my favor for the next however long I have left. One of my biggest fears about having frontal temporal dementia is completely losing my mind and my memory. Ending up in a nursing home, losing my mobility, losing all control. I had zero control growing up because I grew up in an abusive household. It was scary living at home, and I had no control, and I sure as heck didn't want to end my life that way either. And I wanted some control. But I can't even have that. And yeah, forgive me for being selfish for once after years of trying to take the high road. You see, people as a rule, they tend to come to me and they chat with me because they need a problem solved. That's me, problem solver extraordinaire. Putting out the fires. I'm a firefighter. And when life goes well, they leave. Sayonara, without a word. So I had asked this person for a last chat. And And I need to belong to someone. I need to belong somewhere. I mean, I know you're all great. Everybody here who's sticking around with me for this, you're all great. But I live in Montreal, and this is a terrible city, okay? This is a city that only favors millennials. Sorry, no offense to any millennials who are watching, but it only favors millennials. It does not favor middle-aged Gen X women like me, especially when you're overweight. I live in a city where people think anorexia is a healthy lifestyle, and they are particularly hostile to fat women. And I would move out of Montreal, but this is the only apartment I can afford to live in by myself. So I'm stuck here. I honestly thought I was going to be in a relationship at some point. Silly me for thinking that. I mean, a relationship. Silly me for thinking that. I mean, I don't have any friends locally. I don't really have a family. And I don't know what a horrible thing I did to deserve this. And this is why I find people shallow. We live in a throwaway society. We ditch people because we lose our shine. You know that? Yeah, unfortunately, I weigh 200 pounds. I weigh 200 pounds and I'm 5'8". So yeah, that puts me in the obese category. This city is very hostile to overweight women. Very hostile. You know what my future is? Either being alone or taking care of a 60-year-old intellectually disabled man for as long as I can, capacity-wise, given my condition. It's funny, I spent years trying to shed and prove or find a doctor that can prove I did not have borderline personality disorder. After all, I was followed by same psychiatrist from the age of 17 to the age of 36, and he never, ever diagnosed me with it. I mean, who would know me better, right? And then a bunch of one-day evaluations and assessments, and they all came up with borderline personality disorder until I came across that neurologist in 2017 who took the time to do the brain scans, the PET scans, and the blood work, and all the neuroeducational testing. And he took the time to do all that. It was referred to a genetic specialist. And he came up with frontal temporal dementia. So I traded in one taboo diagnosis for another. And a diagnosis that is going to progress. And all I wanted was some fun. Thank you, Wraith. And that's how everybody should value people, but unfortunately, most don't. Hey, the person who told me to fuck off today, I thought he didn't care, that he cared about who I was inside, but I was wrong, dead wrong. And in Montreal, it's outer beauty that counts all the way. I was on a Facebook group for Montreal singles, and I'd been told that I was too fat. My shoulders were too broad to look feminine. That I had bad facial symmetry. I swear to God, trying to get involved with somebody in Montreal, it's like you might as well audition for a modeling agency. No, it's that bad. And I assume it's that way in every other major urban center in North America. I've officially lost everything. Hearts love, hi. It is shallow as hell, hearts love. It is. It is. Hi, hearts. Do you live in Montreal, hearts love? So you know what I'm talking about. Hey, Gord. 200 pounds was a long time ago for you. 50 pounds ago. Or you lost the weight. Did you gain it or lose it? Never mind, Gord. You know what? That's not important because that does not change who you are, Gord. Your wife still loves you. Your family still loves you. That's great. I wish I had. So these are my choices. Taking care of a 60-year-old with intellectual disabilities or be alone the rest of my life. I'm not talking about you guys who are following me here online. I'm talking about in my personal life, live, in my entourage, you know? Oh, you gained it. Yeah, genetics. I also have hypothyroidism as well as elevated blood cortisol level. And I am on medication for the thyroid and have been for close to 2 years now. Hi, Yvonne. I don't know. I know doing this live stream was a bad idea, but right now I feel it's the only way. I just, it's the only way right now. And there it is. I'm coming clean. I was a child who started her schooling in special ed and at the hospital for a special needs program, who was forcibly moved by my very persuasive father because it was an embarrassment to him. He was a legendary teacher here in Montreal and then went on to teach at Appleby College, which for those of you in America who don't know, that is the swankiest private school in Canada. The swankiest private school. Gord might know what Appleby College is. Anyways, my father taught there the last 15 years. So, you know, we were all supposed to be destined for greatness, but then I was born and I ended up still with the learning disabilities. So, yeah, I was working on that content, you know, what it was like growing up, and I was abused and I was shipped off to a crazy grandmother, more Catholic than the Pope. More Catholic than the Pope than her. It's hard to find. She used to think God could do no wrong. And I remember coming home after being bullied from school, and this was after I transitioned into mainstream classes, and a bunch of kids had told me I was ugly, and I was hit and everything because of it. And I told my grandmother, I said, Grandma, if God was so good and you keep wanting us to pray, why did God make me ugly? And Grandma told me, oh yeah, she had a rationalization for it, which unfortunately proved her right, sadly. She said that God made attractive girls like my mother to procreate and have children and keep the generations going on, to keep God's world going. And she told me God made homely girls like me to become nuns. I remember being very angry with her because I didn't want to be a nun. I wanted to be married. I wanted to have kids. It never happened. You know, I settled for who I could get because the man I had always envisioned being with never came. You know, my retirement is held against me. Someone told me because I don't have any activities. Oh, yeah, and I did consult a dating coach, and you know what he told me? And he wrote it in his literature, a man by the name of Frank Kermit. Talks.com. He wrote a multi-volume series on older women and dating, and he divided them into low and high quality women. In his world, in his little scientific study, guess which one I fell into? Guess which one I fell into? And oh God, oh God. Oh God. Yeah, well, my parents didn't. It's good you had parents that did that heart's love because my parents didn't. My parents said if I wasn't going to be completely brilliant, and I mean brilliant, and do something really great like invent something or discover the cure to something, that I was going to have to work 3 times as hard to find my place in society. You know what? They were right. I wish they weren't. I spent so much time trying to fight for a place. Didn't work. Unfortunately, FrankTalks.com, Mr. Frank Kermit, he's not alone. I've read other literature from other dating coaches. They all had the low and high quality woman and they defined them. You know, I mean, I tried to redefine publicly the two. That a high quality person would be honest, trustworthy, treat their fellow man right. But that's not true. And I live in a city that is hostile to overweight women. There, you know, I mean, here, anorexia is considered a lifestyle, not a disease. I know they're wrong. I know they are. I just, every time I try to prove them wrong, something comes up otherwise, you know? You know? I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know. I honestly don't know what to do anymore. And that's okay, Wraith. I'm a cynical bitch, too. Just ask anybody who read my political blog, Sister Sage's Musings, back in the day. Hell, in my Sister Sage account on Twitter, I used to be known as the bitch of the left. But now, let's see, I've often felt that friends are life's apologies for your family. I'm sorry you had a granny that would spew like that. Thank you. Hi, Eric. I'm pulling a leafy greens here. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. This is coming off as dramatic. I am so sorry. I just don't know, and I didn't mean for this to come out. And maybe this is attention seeking. I don't know. But everything I mentioned, I came out with the truth about my horrible life. God. Eric. Oh, Eric. Thank you, Brazilian. I'm really dizzy right now. Yes. I really have to see. Like I was mentioning, I don't even know until I get my insurance check next week what I'm going to do. I don't even have anybody to lend me cash for groceries next week, like I said, And like I said, I don't even have 100 subs, so don't think I'm manipulating for Super Chat. I'm not eligible for Super Chats. Don't worry. Right now, I'm just looking. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Who's Elsa? I wish there was somebody here in Montreal. I wish there was somebody here in Montreal. I need a hug. I wish there was somebody here in Montreal. I hate this city and I can't leave it, as I said, because my apartment is one of the few old neighborhoods that hasn't been gentrified. And because I've lived here for a long time, I'm under rent control. And I can't leave that, especially since I'm retired. Otherwise, I would leave here in a heartbeat. Oh, Eric, just to catch you up to speed, I came clean. That neurological diagnosis I told you about, Eric, that I got in 2017, I just told everybody here that I was diagnosed with frontal temporal dementia. Finally, in 2017, after the parade of psychiatrists and doctors and all that, I had a neurologist that was actually thorough and sent me for the necessary brain scans and all that, blood tests, genetic testing, and the works. And I have frontal temporal dementia. And that is why I'm retired. And I kept it secret because I had that legal proceeding. The one where I was molested by the doctor, which is still under pub ban. I shouldn't be talking about it, but you know what? I don't care anymore. They say you can take the girl out of special ed, but you can't take special ed out of the girl. My abusive parents and I were shipped off to live with a crazy religious grandmother. It's why I started a YouTube channel, because no one was listening to me. And I thought, before I completely lost my faculties because of the frontal temporal dementia. And I can't focus on shit today, right now. I guess rent control can be an addiction too. But even right now, I'm having trouble making ends meet. I ended up with a $900 tax bill. And I thought I was actually going to get get a tax refund this year, so that threw me for a loop. And right now, hey, Gord, thank you. Gord, I still want to be the witty, snarky, political cynic being the bitch of the left again. I want my best friend back. I wished my mother would deal with me. I wish I wasn't molested by a doctor. And yeah, I even wish my father didn't insist on moving me out of special ed. I wish for a lot of things. I had a bucket list that I had made when I first found out I had the dementia. I can't start a GoFundMe, Brazilian. No one would donate to it. And besides, GoFundMe keeps a percentage anyway. The thing about GoFundMe, what makes people donate money is there has to be a likable character. And usually it's somebody else who starts fundraising for that person. Person doesn't start their own fundraising. Oh, no, that looks bad. I know that is bad online etiquette. Did I drive Driven out of the chat? I hope not. Did I drive Driven out of the chat? If I did, can somebody tell Driven I'm really sorry if I sounded tacky? I mean Driven, Eric. If I sounded really tacky and dramatic and did the leafy greens, can you just tell him I'm sorry? Just tell Eric I'm sorry. Gord, I'm sorry. I feel like right now I have to apologize for my very existence. I've always felt like I had to apologize for my existence. I mean, by the very grace, my father didn't kill me. As far as he tried, as much as he tried, he didn't kill me. Drugs didn't kill me. Being a stripper didn't kill me. Mario, the ex that threatened to kill me, the one I left, he didn't kill me. So that means some higher power still wants me here. But I don't know why. I don't know why, because this is no life. This is no existence. And I started a bucket list 2 years ago that is never going to be, that is never going. I'm going to tell you something else that was stupid. There's a woman who is very inconsistent. We'll call her Fanny, okay? It's not her real name. Because she has some legal position standing in my life still, unfortunately. She has a legal standing in my life. It's to regards. For those of you who don't know, we have universal health care. We have a Medicare system for all in Canada, although not for much longer. But anyways, Fanny, she would once in a while message me and ask if I'm okay, and I would tell her the truth that I'm not okay. And then she would accuse me of being crazy. She would accuse me of being crazy. And she didn't want to hear it. There was one time, Christmas 2015, I think it was. 2015. Nobody had heard from me. I was writing my play at the time. I actually thought I was going to have a play produced on stage based on the nasty DBT experience. I actually thought I was going to have a play on stage. Well, that was delusional. And I was working on it, and I was offline. And she was about to send the cops over here to do a wellness check because she knew that, let's just say, things were not okay Christmas 2015 because I was alone and I had no one for Christmas. And all I saw on my social media was everybody having a great Christmas with their families. But me, I was alone. And instead of offering to drop by, to take an hour or so to drop by, and that's all it would take, she sent the cops over here. But go figure, when I was going through inner ear infection, I was too dizzy to get out of my chair. I was going through an inner ear infection, too dizzy to get out of my chair, and I needed help. And she lives nearby. She wouldn't come and help me. When I had gotten out of the hospital because I was on stroke watch, my blood pressure had shot through the roof. I had a headache that was that was worse than my usual migraine. So I was put on stroke watch. My blood pressure had shot through the roof. And when I got home, I was still dizzy and I was shaky. And I had asked her to come over because I wanted to take a shower. I needed to take a shower. But I was afraid to get into the shower because I was afraid I was going to fall in the tub and drown and hit my head. And there would be no one to find me. And I didn't want to do that. I had no time for that. Gord, there's a mutual acquaintance who would disagree. And Gord, I think you know who I'm talking about. Don't mention names. Oh, God. You know, the point is the other one can dress it up however they like. But as we say in politics, you can't put a lipstick on a pig and make it look good. My father, yes, the drunk, legendary teacher, my father, he got it right every so often, but they say a stopped watch gets the right time twice a day, right? Yeah. And he always said, if it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck. I know, I'm supposed to believe I'm here for a reason. Not just doing this silly, dramatic, melodramatic soap opera as the tummy turns live stream, but here on Earth in general. But so far, and especially now, the two worst things that happened to me did. And what happened to me today hurts worse than any beating I got from my ex or my parents or the bullying I got from kids. This hurts the worst. And this person in question who told me to fuck off today, everybody loves him. So there must be something wrong with me, right? I mean, there must be something horribly wrong with me. Maybe I'm the wrong person. I guess maybe someone else expressing fears and feelings would have been far better received. It would have been far better received. Maybe if I were skinnier. Maybe if I weren't retired and I was still working. Maybe if I didn't have... It's just going to go downhill from here. I mean, just with the frontal temporal dementia alone. I don't know what to do anymore. It's funny. It's probably a good thing I don't have grocery money anyway. I'm not even hungry. I doubt I'll ever eat again. I doubt I will ever eat a thing again. But the unfortunate thing is I could go into hypoglycemia too. I don't know. I'm nauseous and I'm not holding food now. Right now, you see, I got an ulcer. My ulcer. I started getting ulcers when I was 16. And even back then, when I was 16, the doctor said he'd never seen a kid so stressed out. You know, well, my father's beatings were worse by then too. As I got bigger, so did his beatings. And so did his beatings. I don't have anything in the house. I appreciate the sentiment, Brazilian, but I don't have anything in the house. And I'm not going out. It's too hot. I'm in with the AC because it's... I can't shop. I don't have any... And like I said, I hope you don't think I'm trying to manipulate Super Chats because I'm not eligible for Super Chat. I don't have the subs. I'm not eligible for Super Chat. I know you can't see my sub count, but exactly I have 91 subs. I have 91 subs. And my views are going down. And I tried doing everything those YouTube tech gurus said, and it's not working. There's a channel. Anybody familiar with Jessica Kent? Prison Stories? I mean, her thumbnails are not anything special. She doesn't do anything particularly special. Yet in a space of 5 months, she's got 50 subs. 50,000 subscribers. Go figure. And over 1 million views, some odd views. Now I've had this channel for over 1.5 years. Right? Not even at 100. I don't know, maybe the content I'm doing nobody wants to know about. I don't know. And it will never be okay again. It will never be okay again. So, anyways, the other thing about me is I have this amazing talent. You don't have to subscribe to it. I don't gourd. I don't know some, but I am an expert. I am a good tarot card reader, not the complicated Celtic crosses, but basic 3-card readings. And I have very strong intuition. I had my first prediction, and it was about grandma's illness, her cancer. How old was I? I was 12. No, I was 12. She died when I was 13. I was 12. It was before she got diagnosed. And I predicted that she didn't have long left, that she was going to get very sick. And I remember being scared and shaking and seeking help from my mother, and I couldn't explain it. And my mother told me it was all in my head. And lo and behold, she got sick 6 months later, and then after that, she died. She had colon cancer, which spread to her liver. And that crazy religious woman, she was probably the safest household I had to live in. And after she died, there was no more safe home. There was no safe place, not at school, not at home. You have tarot cards too, Wraith? Yeah, so do I. I'm asking myself what I did that was so terrible. I mean, nobody deserves that much crap to happen to them, especially not 2 of the worst things that could happen to her. Your roommate hates them. I'm feeling, I don't know what to do. I don't even know what to do. I I don't know. I, I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. I mean, I had to have done something wrong, right? And that's the worst thing. If I were somebody else having expressed to him this morning how I felt in my fears and requesting at least one last face-to-face, that it would have been well better received from somebody else. It would have been well better received. Somebody skinnier, it would have been better received. Somebody who finished a university degree, somebody not retired. Oh. I don't know how I can process any of this. I don't know. The very fact I'm on a live stream because I need to talk because I have no one to talk to around here. So I do a live stream to talk to you guys. And I scared some people out of the chat too. I scared some people out of the chat. I scared some people. I don't know. I don't know. You're feverish. I'm sorry to hear. You're feverish. I'm sorry to hear. Hi, Yvonne. Glad you're still here. Enjoy driving over soon. Yeah, some of us have the gift or the curse of intuition. Some have mediumship. Me, I'm an intuitive. I mean, people have asked me before if I was psychic, and I wouldn't call myself that because I think that falls under another definition. But I do believe I am an intuitive. Yeah, my intuitive skills are very strong. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear, Brazilian. I'm sorry to hear, Brazilian. Ugh. Oh, I'm so sorry, Hearts. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you for the sentiment. I wouldn't feel right asking you for anything. I don't know you. But the very fact that you offered and we never met speaks volumes. People who really do know me and my environment don't give a crap about me. No, Gord, I can't even leave my house in the summer because of the heat. That's not. And that's just it. You know, I spent my entire life, you know, as difficult as things were, I spent my life helping others. I helped people into rehab if they needed it. I helped people into women's shelters if they needed it. They needed a sympathetic ear, and I was there to listen without judgment. I would cook a meal if they needed to. I always took the high road. Everything was like service, service, service. And then I wanted fun for once. I wanted to be the protected one instead of being the protector. And I thought I had that, but not to be. I guess his friends, his new friends have told him that girls like me are socially unacceptable. No, he doesn't care if I live or die. And that hurts the most. That hurts worse than any beating, that bullying beating. It hurts the worst. What all I wanted was to spend my last years to have fun. That's all I wanted, to have fun. To belong somewhere, you know, to fit in somewhere. Not just to help people out of a jam. Not just from my problem solving skills. But actually people who wanted to have fun with me. Are you talking about Nicole, Real Talk Recovery? Yeah, I think she left the stream. I think I might have scared her. Okay. Reach out to whom, Hearts? Who would you reach out to, Hearts? Hearts, who would you reach out to? Uh, my bucket list? I'll tell you what my bucket list was. It all involved the guy. I wanted to take a trip with him to the East Coast. Wanted to continue having the birthdays. He threw the most epic birthdays for me, you know. He threw the most epic birthdays I ever had. Except now I've been demoted. I'll be lucky if I get a platitude. But I wanted to take a trip with him. I wanted to have a book published or have my play on stage. So every editor has shot me down. I've been shot down. I was hoping I would make it as a successful YouTuber with the great stories and great factoids about social commentary or my story time. But I'm a failure at that too. And I wanted to get out my life story, and I just did in this stream. For the most part, anyway. I don't know what to do anymore, and I honestly hate the people that live in this city. I hate people who live in Montreal. I honestly hate them. I hate them. I honestly do. And I'm getting word loss again. This happens every so often. The word loss, this happens. I'm not sure I'm going to leave this live stream up. I think if I'm smart, I would take it down after, not take it down afterwards if I was smart. But I'm not feeling very smart today. I'm not feeling very smart today. So yeah, my bucket list, you know. He was the only one I ever had fun with, ever. And that's gone. Not even a last word of closure. I don't like people much either, Race, you know. I don't like people much either. The other part on my bucket list was to have a relationship. Yeah, even with this, with this very same dude. Was to have a relationship with the man I envisioned for myself when I was a teenager, and that always held, you know, the certain type of man that always eluded me. So I had always settled, you know, for whatever I can get. And I met him 3 years ago, only to find he turned very shallow. I'm never going to have another birthday again, another decent birthday again. It's like Cinderella, you know, she gets to go to the ball. And I got to do that every birthday for the last 3 birthdays because of it, because he gave me epic birthday parties. You know, really good ones, really good birthdays. They would last a week. Celebrations would last a week. And yeah. And I felt him distancing himself. I confronted him, and I got accused of being manipulative, and I got accused of being dramatic for my trouble. You know? My life got ruined. What can I tell you? My life got ruined. Gord, why do you think I should leave the stream up? Why do you think I should leave the stream up? Oh, he's going to be furious if he sees this stream, but I don't. That's neither here nor there right now for me. That's neither here nor there. He'll probably unfriend me and block me on all social media now, if he hasn't already. If he hasn't already, because he likes everything apple blossom, happy, happy, joy, joy. What I don't get is why would he feel insulted and manipulated when I express true feelings, my true fears, and reacting to his behavior? Why would he see it like that? Why did it make him angry? Why didn't it? Why? I complimented him and he got mad. All I have to do is fucking breathe and get mad. Pick a card type videos? You mean on my YouTube channel? I don't do it professionally. I only do it amateur. The reason I don't do it professionally is because that's why I don't call myself a psychic. It's not there all the time. It comes to me in bursts and flashes. Like I'll have a burst of flash to pull tarot cards, to pull tarot cards. I'll have a flash like I'm on my game. And then there are moments where like, oh God, I can't, and I'm trying to figure this out. Or like, I don't make an effort to try to think. Like somebody asked me a question on the spot. I can't necessarily answer it on the spot, like most. But I mean, doing tarot on my tarot. Leave my stream up? You think I should leave it up when I go off? Gord? He'll see it. Oh, he'll probably see it. He won't watch it in its entirety because he'll be bored. Right now, anyway, he's with his new... He's got company. Oh, God. Doesn't matter. I know he should see the stream, but he's going. You know what he's going to do, Gorda? He's going to accuse me of being dramatic. He's going to accuse me of being manipulative and dramatic. And he's going to block me on all social media if he hasn't already. Probably blocked me on Facebook already. I know the signs. I know the signs. I've seen it before. In his case, I doubt he'll even come to me if he has a problem anymore. No. Because I'm too damn incompetent. But I was known to be the firefighter, the firefighter, the firewoman, because I can put other people's fires out. That I was a resource. I was a go-to person. A group of people tenants are about to lose their building in a Montreal more affluent district, but it's the only old poor building in that neighborhood. It's about to be demolished. And the woman leading it in my Facebook feed, and this is a woman I don't really like very much because I find her too vacuous, but because she also threatened to send the cops to my house for a so-called wellness check that Christmas in 2015. And so, but I know there's a whole slew of elderly tenants who are low income who would lose their homes. And in Montreal nowadays, it's a landlord's market. It is not a tenant's market. So rents have gone up. Hence why I'm stuck in this dump. I'm one of the few who's still under rent control, but however long that will last, I don't know. You eat Fruit Loops for breakfast? You eat Fruit Loops for breakfast? Oh, he doesn't want to see the truth, Gord. I know what you're saying, and he should. You're right. But he doesn't want to hear the truth. He doesn't want to see the truth, doesn't want to hear it. And trust me, Gord, he will likely come to you and tell me what a bad, evil woman I am. He's going to tell you I'm a bad, evil, dramatic woman. He's going to tell everybody that. Because that's how people who try so hard to join the in crowd and to conform to the norm, that's what they do. Maybe that was part of his initiation into the in crowd. Hurt a vulnerable person irreparably. Congratulations. I know they sound crazy to you. I'm aware of how this sounds. I'm aware. He doesn't care. He's likely blocked me on Facebook by now, Gord. He's likely blocked me on Facebook by now. Do you know how pathetic things were? I tried to chat with my ex, an ex that I lived with in Lac-Mégantic. Gord is a little familiar because he read a short story I wrote about the latter part of that relationship. I'm not going to get into that now, but except to say I even contacted him tonight. I'm not even a friend of his on Facebook. We'll call him Jack, because he's now a mayor of a small village in the eastern townships of Quebec. So I don't want to drag his name, you know. He's had a difficult time. He deserves a good life. He's now the mayor of the town. It's great. But God damn it, I even went to reach out to him to chat with him. With Jack, Mayor Jack. But I just found out he remarried, and that's good for him. He remarried. I don't want to come in between them. No. See, I always take the high road, and it doesn't get me very far. The other reason why I can't continue my channels right now is because, of course, money. But right now, I can't even feed myself right now, so. Not that that's important today, because I'm not holding food down today. Anyways, back to what I was saying about those premonitions. Whenever I get a strong vibe and a premonition, I get stomach ulcers. My ulcers flare up. I have a severe bout of anxiety. My ulcers flare up. I get an ulcer. I am so scared. I am so scared. Sorry. I'm so scared. Yeah, I hear you, Faith. I know. I hear you, Ray. I'm just so scared. I'm not scared. I'm scared of facing another day knowing he's gone and he won't even let me have a last face-to-face closure. Won't even grant me that. And I'm back to being all alone. And I wish somebody were right here physically with me right now. Because I can't handle this. The way it's going is, I know I should end this stream, but I can't. I don't know. Smile, frown, it's all the same. It's all the same. Pulling a leafy greens here. I know. I just wish I wasn't physically alone, you know? I wish I wasn't physically alone. I mean, I wish for some human contact to come here to my apartment and to give me a hug. Damn, he always gave the best bear hugs. Always. He always gave the best bear hugs. And I don't have anybody to come physically here. I feel like I need protecting. If anything, protecting from myself. So far, I've proved to be my worst enemy on this live stream. And I'm so glad you're all staying. And Gordon, Gord Tolton, I'm so glad you're here too. Gord, I'm so glad you're here too. I really appreciate it, Gord. Why does everybody like this person? He's so likable, then what's wrong with me? Right? Why does he have more credibility than I do? Oh, right. I know why. God. Yeah, I loved him, you know. I loved him for 3 years. He came close. I loved him. I really loved him. That's all I ever did. But I don't measure up. He used to have a conscience. He doesn't anymore. That's just it, you know. People. That's just it, you know. Well, who the hell is. And, you know, it's funny, you know, and that's just it. People who care about me are the ones in this live chat right now. People who I likely will never meet in person. But nobody in my environment. Thank you, Life's Journey. Are you in Canada too, Life's Journey? Are you in Canada too? I know Wraith and Jenny and Brazilian are all American. Driven's American. Gord is Canadian. Nova Scotia. I'm in Quebec. Yeah, Montreal, La Belle Province. The city I hate. The city I don't. Probably never was my home to begin with. Even though I was born and raised in it, I was never at home. Even this rent-controlled apartment doesn't feel like home. Everywhere I look, I'm reminded of every time he used to visit me. I'm reminded. And oh no, you had never been to Quebec? You ain't missing much. You ain't missing much, that's for sure. Robert, are you a friend of mine on Facebook, Robert Hunt? Are you the same, one and the same? Because you're meeting Basket Case CK. Robert Hunt, are you, I don't know if you're the same guy I'm thinking about. Facebook friend. Yeah, okay, I thought so. Okay, you're meeting Basket Case. I'm no longer the former Sister Sage, bitch of the left. Right now, I'm just Basket Case, who's lost everything. Who's lost pretty much everything. Scared to face tomorrow. Well, this was supposed to be a mental health channel, and now I'm demonstrating I'm having a breakdown on live stream because I have no one else in my environment. I'm sorry, Robert Hunt, that you had to see me like this. I never wanted you to know that side of me. I never wanted you to know that side of me. I honestly never wanted you to know that side of me. Yeah, you're a new Facebook friend too. Yeah. Oh God. Because usually when it comes, two sides of a story, my side is the one that no one believes. Even though I'm honest. I mean, you don't have to believe me when I say I'm honest, but I am. But I'm the one side of the story that no one ever believes. Not my mother, not my father before he died, not my brother, no one. No one. And yeah, I look like my own worst enemy right now, but right now it's like I've been 20 years straight, 20 years off the drugs, 20 years off the drugs. Thank you, Robert. Or Bob. Sorry, Bob. Okay, since you called yourself Bob here, I'll call you Bob, okay? Yeah, I didn't really want to out you either. I mean, as the same Facebook friend, whatever. I try to keep my life on my channel and Discord separate from my Facebook life and my Twitter Sister Sage account life. I tried to compartmentalize, in my Sister Sage Twitter life and on my personal Facebook page. I was, when I once was a political blogger, I was known as the bitch of the left. Some even called me the female version of Cece, Canadian cynic. And now I feel like I've lost my mojo. God. And it's like everything I've tried, I've failed. I failed at this channel. I failed at my second YouTube channel. I failed. Everything is fucking failure. And somehow I failed him too. And I don't know how I did that. Maybe by just existing. I don't know. The problem of Alberta. You've been called the problem with Alberta? No, I wouldn't call you that, Gord. I would never do that. I would never do that, Gord. You and I may not agree politically on everything politically, but at the end of the day, you and I are able to share a joke, even chat. And you are one of my biggest fans when I used to be a DJ at mixedvibesradio.com. Remember when I hosted my blues show? And I hosted the Sunday Night Oldies? Damn, I was a good DJ. Damn, I was good at it. But that too is now but a painful memory. And that's why I don't go back to it. It's a painful memory I cannot go back to. But I can't stand the fact that after all that time, growing up, the way I did, being abused at home, bullied at school, being yanked out of my special needs class into mainstream class. The difficulties. And in 2017, to be diagnosed with early onset frontal temporal dementia. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I went vegan. That and the fact that there are other reasons, but I'm not going to get into. I'm not one of those militant vegans. That's in your face now. Everybody's allowed to do what they want. Vive et laissez vivre. You're living with your mother. Yeah, the only reason is because I moved in here with my last ex-partner over 10 years ago, and we took over the lease from another couple who had been here for 15 years. So they were under rent control, and under Quebec rental laws, if you take over somebody's lease, you have to inherit the exact same conditions. And that's why this apartment is still rent controlled under me and my ex at the time, and now just me. alone. That's why that's the only reason I can barely afford to live alone at that. Right now, like I said, I'm stuck till my insurance check comes next week. I'm flat broke. Oh God. But this is not a competition as to who's doing better or what, right, Rafe? You and I are, Rafe, you're a great person too. Everybody in Driven's Discord is great. Except I think I scared Driven away. Oh God, Eric, if you hear this, I'm so sorry. You had nothing to do with this. Oh, Eric, you had nothing to do with this. He was good enough to grant me an interview. Eric Driven was good enough to grant me an interview for a video that I haven't even edited yet. It was about employment and mental health and why it's problematic. It was supposed to be a whole series. And that's why Eric did the interview with me. And now I think I scared him. I know Eric is busy. It was nice of Driven to do that interview for me. He didn't have to. It's not like I can get him views or clout on his channel. I only have 91 subs, right? I'm still debating. I know Gord says I should leave the stream up after I go offline. Some others have said I should leave the stream up. But I don't know. I'll play it by ear. Oh, God. Oh, God. You think I should leave it up too? Rafe, you should leave it up. I should leave it up too. I don't know. God. Some have left. They might have gone. I think Negs was supposed to be going back on live at 6. Maybe some have gone to Negs. Probably happier over there. It's probably a lot happier over at Negs place. Life's Journey says I should leave it up. Gord says I should leave it up. Wraith says I should leave it up. Dude. Ebard says I should leave it up. I'm getting myself a consensus here. It's not like he's going to see the stream anyway. It's not like he's going to see it. He'll see the first few parts of it, sees a crying chick online, and he'll just think it's another edition of a soap opera. And she's being driven. Bye-bye. Can't call it As the Stomach Turns because that would be a copyright infringement off the Carol Burnett show, but we can call it As the Tummy Turns. And my stomach has been turning all day, and it's been turning most of the week because my ulcers flared up again. And you think, hey, Gord, I'd probably die of embarrassment. Probably would die of embarrassment. The days of our week. The days of our week. As the tummy turns. Oh, God. I'm so scared. I am so scared right now. Gord, I'm going to send you something to Messenger chat, okay? And I'm going to want your opinion, if that's okay with you. I'm not going into further detail in this stream. Just asking. I don't know. I'm assuming you haven't blocked me from... You haven't blocked me. No, you haven't blocked me. General hospitable. Hi, Jenny. I thought you went over to. I thought you went over to Negs. I mean, I would understand. Negs is one of the most entertaining live streamers I've ever seen on YouTube. He should have more followers. Him. He's one of the most entertaining. I like it when he does a puppet show. Love it when Negs does a puppet show. I know. I'm getting in touch with my inner child. Love it when Negs does a puppet show. Oh, you don't watch Negs? Okay. Who is it that watches it? Amy, that's who. Amy watches Negs, too. Amy watches Negs, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Negs, Negative Reactions. That's the name of his channel, Negative Reactions. He does a little bit of drama. He talks about other YouTubers sometimes. I think it's a variety channel. And when he does a live stream, it's often entertaining. He would put on sometimes he would put on a hat, he would put on devil horns, and the other day he had all these puppets and he did a puppet show. I mean, I don't always agree with everything he says, but by far he's one of the most, for live streams, by far he's the most entertaining. I don't know what his real name is. He calls himself Negs for short, Negz. He has a Discord server, just like Driven. But he has the most entertaining live streams. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Yeah. But, oh, the Nigerian prince. Yeah, I wonder, you know how many, that's scary, Gord. I watch the Dr. Phil show has so many women who got snagged up by that scam of the Nigerian prince. And that's a scam that's been going on since the beginning of the internet, like 25 years ago or so. Like long before social media, but just the beginning of the internet. It was the whole Nigerian prince screen. You know? Just a second, I'll be right back. I need to get smoked because I don't smoke enough. Because I don't smoke enough. And yeah. Yes, Gord, I'm going to spam you with Nigerian prince stuff. Yeah. I'm going to spam you with Nigerian prince stuff. Oh, yeah? Since fax machines? Oh, wow. I grew up in the age of the fax machine. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, God. What am I going to do? How am I going to go about this? The two worst things that happened. Hey, Bob. Yeah, that's true. That's probably true. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is such a person. I'm sure such a person exists. Yeah. Yep. That's okay, life's journey. That's okay. You're an hour ahead of me, so yeah, I mean, hell, yeah, it's way past the supper time for you. Yeah, that's okay. Life's journey. You have a family to feed. You have a family. Oh, hang on to them tight. I wish I had a family. I wish I had family. That's part of my problem. I don't. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. I don't know. I'm so scared. I know I should get off this stream. I know I should get off this stream. No, I'm too scared too. It's so stupid. You see how crazy? You see how crazy this is? Drama. You see how crazy this is? I'm scared to get off this stream because I'll be alone in this apartment. And you know, baby mommy with clip. Hi, baby mommy. I'm gonna call you mommy for short, okay? Is that okay with you? Is that okay with you? Yeah, okay. And it's funny, I often feel like, my father pulled me out of special ed. But at the end of the day, you can take special ed out of the girl. Oh, God. And that was the subject of an upcoming huge video project I was working on, which now I have to put on hold indefinitely. Because I really can't focus and I have no idea how to proceed from here. I really don't know what to do. And it's crazy that I can't end this stream, and I know I should. I don't know who to talk to afterwards. Maybe I'll do one more live stream. But anyways, I can put a timestamp on it. Yeah, I know. Put a timestamp on it. Ye who shall remain nameless. He gave me the best times out of the last 3 years. He gave me the best times of my life. You used to care. You used to be empathetic. You used to protect me. You used to go to all kinds of trouble to make sure I was comfortable. No one had ever done that before. No one. And I enjoyed having intelligent, stimulating conversation and everything we did together. And visits. I enjoyed it. And then you changed, not me. You changed. You became a vacuous individual who doesn't care what happens to me. Who calls me manipulative for expressing fears or expressing true feelings. Calls me manipulative and dramatic. I'm not sure how I'm going to get past this. I am not sure. You're supposed to be on leave, Ray? On leave? Oh, God. Oh, God. Mommy, where do I know you from? Baby mommy, where do I know you from? Where do I know you from? Who's sick in bed? Who's sick in bed? Who's sick? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Wraith. So sorry. Oh, God. I'm starting to sound like Truthfully Trisha. God. Except I don't kill turtles. I don't paint with my body parts. And I don't deliberately dox people. I don't deliberately dox people. I am a very good person. Nobody can see that except for all of you here on Discord and Gord and Bob. No one else sees I'm a good person. They just see this monster. They just see this horrible, horrible monster. Bob, I really appreciate it. Sorry I'm crying, Bob. It says that right now. I really appreciate it. But will that make trouble with your family at home? I don't want to make trouble with your family at home. You know, I don't want to make trouble. And I appreciate it. That's just it. Why is he only a dick to me, though, and not to anybody else? Why is he only a dick to me? That's what I don't get. Did he buy into the shit that the dating coaches that he read, the dating sites that the advice columns he reads on dating sites? That's got to be it, because I can't figure it out for the freaking life of me. And I've got to go through frontal temporal dementia alone now. And I am stuck in this damn city because this is the only place I can afford to live in. That is until this neighborhood finally becomes gentrified. Are you sure? Okay. Because I don't know, if you have a wife or a girlfriend at home, I don't want to make trouble at all. Contrary to what he who shall remain nameless might say, I'm really not a troublemaker. In fact, this is the most trouble I've made. I haven't even mentioned him by name. I think only Gord Tolton, who was here earlier, he's the only one who knows. Brazilian B, you think I should leave it up too? Who am I kidding? Meanwhile, there's a 60-year-old man with an intellectual deficiency, intellectual delays. He has the cognitive functioning of a 12-year-old. Yes, I'd seen the reports. I did used to work for social services, so I know these things. But he wants me to look after him. He wants me to take care of him. How pathetic is that? I go back to my role as a caregiver. Go back to the role of taking care of others. It was nice being taken care of for once. It was nice. And the fact that to be called selfish for wanting that to keep on. I'm called selfish for wanting to know. And I mean, hell, that asshole Mario who used to beat the crap out of me, the one who I had to escape town from. How I started my career as a stripper, my brief career as a stripper. And yeah, I don't care. I already come off as trashy anyway, so you might as well know everything. But yeah, I was a stripper for many years because I started off because I was escaping an abusive relationship. I had help. And the guy who helped me, Robbie, he died. in 97. And I still miss him, and I miss him now especially. I miss Robbie especially now. If there was ever a time I needed Robbie since he passed away, it's now. And he's gone. Testicular cancer took him when he was 31. I used to sort of be a groupie of his band, and I sort of managed his other band. He had two bands. I managed one of them, and the other one I sort of followed. And the one that I followed, that band, Robbie was protective too. The only other person was protective. He was the one who helped me leave Mario. He helped me leave Mario, and then I found a route out of town. Started dealing with a booking agency in Quebec City, and I was a traveling stripper. Traveled all over Quebec, Eastern Ontario, and in New Brunswick. And yeah. I don't know what to do. I know this sounds crazy. I'm so afraid to quit this stream. I'm so afraid to quit this stream. This live stream. I'm so afraid to cut it. I just saw you left me your number, Bob. I will take you up on it if it's not disturbing you, if you can put up with a little bit of my madness, which there is no method to right now. No, I never thought stripping was trashy either. Just most of society tends to think it that way. I never thought I owed anyone an explanation. If they ever found out that I was a stripper, I never thought I owed anyone an explanation. But it appears I always do, and I did it to escape an abusive ex who was going to kill me because he had made clear he was going to kill me if I left him. And made it clear I was going to. And I had to stop. I retired from my stripping career because I had aged out. See, when you're a stripper, turn 30, unless you are 30 who looks 15, in the stripping world, you are considered over the hill. Over the hill. Done. Washed up. So that started a whole other crisis. I didn't mind it. At the time, believe it or not, I was a size 5. I was super, super skinny. So I was super, super skinny. So it didn't matter that my face was pretty plain Jane. It's just that I had other things. I had other assets, so to speak, and that worked. And exactly, you do sometimes have to do what you have to do to survive. I mean, my choices were, I could have, there was another avenue, in that world. I guess you can call it the sex trade, but when I turned 30, I was told I was too old, and I was looking too old. And the clubs, that's another reason why I traveled, because $10 lap dancing was becoming legal here in Montreal and in much of Quebec, in most of Quebec. And $10 lap dances, that meant the customers were allowed to touch you from the waist up. They were allowed to touch you. In other words, they could squeeze your tits. And I thought, I'm not a freaking milking cow. I'm not a freaking milking cow. You can look, but don't touch. And that was my philosophy. And so I was told when I hit 30 that I was aged out. The clubs that I used to do well in didn't want me anymore. And I had to start either thinking about being more flexible and allowing a little more, or retire entirely. And I chose the latter. And that time, I tried to get off drugs again. I tried to get off the cocaine and speed again. Cocaine and speed was what kept me going when I was stripping, that's what kept me going. Although I had started the drugs long before that. Been on and off, relapse, everything, the whole 9 yards. And finally, when I was Mayor Jack out in the townships, and that relationship came to a head, and that ended. And it ended badly in worse ways you can't possibly imagine. No, he didn't beat me up. This was worse. I can't get into that now, but it was worse. And we stopped being in touch, and I left. And when I left, I decided to come back to Montreal once and for all. That was my first mistake, coming back to Montreal. I guess because I was born and raised here. But I never felt welcome here. Never felt welcome. Never felt like I fit in. You're cool with madness, Rob? I'm glad to hear it. Because right now there's no method to it right now. Usually there is a method to my madness, but not today. Not today. And, I don't care how many people know that I used to be a stripper. People looked at me like I was trashy anyway. People looked at me like I was trash. Anyway. I'm coming off as bad as Truthfully Trisha. Oh, God. And I never wanted that for this channel, and I never wanted that for myself. But like I said, I don't hurt turtles. I don't paint with my body parts. But it was a crisis, one after another. I took up a trade. I went to trade school. And I learned pre-press, except I learned pre-press. Never found a job in it, so I ended up dispatching taxis. Dispatched taxis for 2 different taxi companies until I burned myself right out of the vocation, if you will. Went back to school. Went to CEGEP, and I took up one of those technical certificates. It was project management in the printing industry, and then I learned how to be an estimator, giving out price quotes, and I had a job in that for a little while. That didn't quite work out because the company was completely dysfunctional. I ended up with a boss who was young enough to be my daughter, who'd never worked a day in her life. I had to train her to do teach her how to do her job. Yeah, I had to teach her how to be my boss. And then in return for the favor, she fired me. She fired me. See, no good deed goes unpunished. And it's awful. And then I got a job with social services. I became a public servant. I worked for social services, Ministry of Health and Social Services. Oh, that was a great job until the last few years. That led me to my retirement. Oh, that was a great job. Until the last department I was in, because I was in the last department I was in, I was relentlessly bullied, but a lot of shit went down. A lot of shit went down. And that's when I started having trouble with reading words, and words were jumbled. I thought it was my dyslexia that was acting up as I got older because I was too stressed. The stress, maybe it was my dyslexia. And then the aphasia came on, and I ended up forced retired due to medical reasons. How is any of this fair? How is any of this fair? I don't know how any of this is fair. I can't do this. I have nothing to look forward to anymore. I have nothing to look forward to. do. I've been hurt by a lot of people. This was the last straw. And he who shall remain nameless was the last person I ever expected would do what he did last. But he did it. And he's making me look like the bad guy. And the worst of it is, I know for a fact that if it were somebody else, me saying what I said to him, if it was somebody else saying those exact words, he would have taken it better. That I am positive of. He would have taken it better. That I am certain of. I even drew tarot cards. I couldn't read them properly right now, you know? Oh, God. I couldn't even give a reading. If anybody asked me to try to give them a reading now, I couldn't even do it now. Ugh, I've got such a headache right now. I've got such a bloody headache, and I don't even have any more painkillers in the house. No Motrin, no Tylenol left in the house. I don't have anything left in the house. Oh, God. And he who shall remain nameless, there was a time in the past he would have made sure I didn't do without, but nowadays he don't care. Because probably dating site advice told him to. Okay, Gord. Gord? Gord? I will message you later. I'm going to message you something, and I want your opinion, okay? I just want to make sure I'm not crazy. Okay, well, no crazier than I usually am. I just want to make sure I'm not crazy, okay? Because I'm counting on you. All right? Okay? I never had peace. Never. What happened today was worse than any beating my father gave me or Mario gave me or the bullies in schools, in every school I was switched over to. This is the worst. It's even worse than having been molested by the doctor. Just different hospital wards. Well, I'm trying to stay out of a hospital ward because I don't want to be in one right now. Don't want to be in one ever. Been in one, been there, done that. Don't want to go back. And that's why I never forgave the two women who sicked cops on me for wellness check in 2015. Gord has a wicked sense of humor, Wraith. Yeah, Gord has a wicked sense of humor. He always did. I don't know. I will definitely message you, Gord. Oh, you didn't make me feel worse, Wraith. You didn't. No, Gord really does have a wicked sense of humor in a good way. I mean it in a good way. Gord knows I mean it in a good way. No. I mean, he has a really offbeat sense of humor, which I really appreciate because I usually do too when I'm on my game. And yeah. Let me see if he blocked me. I'm going to check if he blocked me. I'm going to see if he blocked me. No, he hasn't. Probably too busy. Oh, God. Oh my God, can't find my tab. Yeah. No, you didn't make me feel worse, Rafe, at all. No, not at all. None of you do here in this chat. No. No. I loved him. Really did. He was everything I wanted in a man. Not gonna find that again. Even he's not him. Even he's not he again. Oh God. I don't know what to do. I know I have to end this stream. 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 Don't what? Don't what, Brazilian? Don't what? I gotta cut this. I have such a headache right now, and I have nothing for the pain. Nothing to get rid of the headache. I have nothing to get. Hi, Yvonne. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts, Yvonne. Thank you for the hearts. I don't want to be in Montreal anymore, and I don't even have money. I don't even have money to get pain medication for that headache, or to keep me in groceries until my next insurance plan, let alone leave town. I so want to get out of here. I want to get as far away from here as possible. I really want to get as far away from here as possible. I really want to get out of here. I want to get out of this. I want to get out of Montreal. Is what I mean. I want to leave Montreal. I want to get out of Montreal. But I have no money to travel, and I don't have anywhere to go, and there's no one to visit anymore. And no, I can't cross into the United States. Let's put it this way, I don't feel like paying $700, $800 to get a waiver. Because I don't have that kind of money. You know? And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And thank you. Thank you. Who's dropped out? Safe? That depends how you define that. Am I going to do something to myself? No. But safe? As in? No, because I lost my protector. I lost my protector. I lost my protector. I don't know how I'm even going to meet my basic needs till next week, till the middle of next week. I don't even know how I'm going to do that. I need someone to hug me now. Oh, there's no one around. He used to give the best bear hugs. He used to. Never going to experience that again. Never going to have those epic week-long birthday celebrations he used to give me. I'm going to have that again. I'm not going to have any of it again. Thank you, Marina. Thank you, Marina. Thank you, all of you. I wish there was someone local. I wish there was someone local. Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do next. I don't know what my next move is. I feel like I've hit the wall. I've hit the wall. He who shall remain nameless, I will never see again. I feel like I've hit a wall. Why did he stop caring about me? Why? He never told me. Well, I know why, but he should still tell me. I don't see any point anymore. Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to pull myself off this live stream. I'm going to pull myself off this live stream. I'm going to pull myself off this live stream. Yeah, Marina, the problem is to make compound matters. As I mentioned several times earlier in the stream, and I think you might have missed it, is I came clean. The neurological disorder that I have that I've talked about on this channel, but never said the diagnosis out loud publicly. I said it publicly today. I was diagnosed in 2017 with early onset frontal temporal dementia. And the reason I had kept it secret for obvious reasons, because I still wanted to have credibility and I was trying to get clout here on YouTube. I was trying to get clout, and for that you need credibility. Okay, some people it's drama and do what I just did. Who knows? This video might blow up. But I mean in views. But I feel like it's the end of the line now, you know, and I feel like it's the end of the line. Oh, Bob, you're still here. I thought you left. Thought you left. Oh God. What am I gonna do? 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 Because what happened today, was worse than any beating I ever got. At least I got over the physical injuries from the beatings. At least I got over those. And that's another thing. Even though I've been 20 years clean, 20 years off drugs, many still view me as trash. Low quality. I remember my last ex. I lived with him for 9 years. His family used to look at me like I was going to abscond with the silverware. A look of contempt that I knew all too well. They literally thought I was the quintessential Canadian version of white trash. That's what they thought. Quintessential version of Canadian white trash. But then my mother thinks the same way about me too, so. Yeah. I wish Robbie were still here, because Robbie would never have done what he. I wish Robbie were here. I wish Robbie were here. I wish Robbie were here. But Robbie, why did he die at age 31? Robbie, why did he die? Why did he have to die? He was a good man. He had a future. He had a future as a recording artist. He had a future as a recording engineer. And why did he die, you know? He had a mother that loved him. He was popular with the ladies. Robbie. You know, Robbie. I miss Robbie right now. There was a woman for a little while who was like a mother figure to me. Barb. She passed away last year. Lung cancer. I'm sure she was here today. She would tell me to stop smoking so much. But I don't ever plan to quit smoking, so there. I would entertain it for a while, and then when I found out in 2017 about the frontal temporal dementia, I thought, oh, hell, my life's going to hell in a handbasket anyway. My life's going to hell in a handbasket anyway. I know what's going to happen to me. I mean, with the frontal temporal dementia, I know it's going to happen. The neurologist explained it to me. His nurse explained it to me. And I don't want to go into a nursing home at all. And I don't want to be at the mercy of the public curator. I just wanted to have fun for whatever time I had left. I wanted fun. No, that's selfish. I'm not allowed to ask for that because that's selfish of me. Everybody else is allowed, but not me. The rules are different for me. What do you mean my chat is slow? I didn't do anything to it. Hang on. Let me turn on live chat. Okay. There we go. Let's see if this works. Okay. I thought I deserved fun. I thought I deserved to live the last years of my life with people of my choosing. Do it my way, you know. I never had control over anything else. You know, in a weird way, my father, the legendary teacher drunk, I even miss him now. Imagine that. I even miss him now. I was told that I had inherited my problem-solving skills from him. I was told. I even miss my dad now. And I got ripped off recently. I'm trying to collect $100 from somebody who owes me $100, and it's not coming. She won't pay me the $100 to replace the fact that she was sick with ovarian cancer. It's funny because I could really use that $100 now. Could get me the Motrin I need for my headache. Could get me some of that vegan ice cream I want. Even a Beyond Burger. Why am I talking about food? I'm not even holding food down. See how crazy this is? Bob, I will chat with you if that's okay with you. When I get off the stream, I will chat with you. I will hope that whatever I say to you, you will believe me. I know I'm asking a tall order, but I hope you will believe me. I don't know why I always pride myself because I'm, as being one of the more honest ones, even when I was on coke. Okay. When I was on coke, I don't miss that lifestyle. No. The problem with that lifestyle is you feel good for a few hours and then it's crappy again. You get to face it again, So a few hours of losing feeling, only to go back to it. So that's not a good idea. I've been 20 years clean. I wanted to be socially acceptable. I wanted a lot of things. "20 years. I know Nicole of Real Talk Recovery, she was in here earlier. It's funny, she looks up to me, She's told me that she looks up to me, for her sobriety. Oh, who's the role model now? I mean, I'm much older than she is. Who's the role model now? And I know. I mean, I think it's nice that Nicole of Real Talk Recovery, they look to me, as a role model for long-term sobriety. But it's nice. But right now I'm a freaking basket case who's run into a brick wall. with a terminal diagnosis and broke till next week. And I know you would, Brazilian. I know you would. Brazilian, I know you would. You know, I always worked hard to climb out of the holes I was in. You know, I always worked very hard. My father was right on that I would have to work harder than everybody else. He was right about that. Yeah, drunken bastard. But is it any wonder I got addicted? I was born of two parents who were addicts. Maybe I never had a chance from the day I was born. I don't know. Maybe I never had a chance. Okay. Okay, Bob. Okay, Bob, thank you for sticking around. Sorry you got a bad impression of me. Thank you. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, God. I so want to leave Montreal. I don't know what to do. But right now I could use some Motrin or Tylenol for my headache. And that's not going to happen. Yeah. Oh, good grief. Good grief. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do anymore. Oh, God. I don't know. I don't have any tea. No, I don't have anything in the house. But thanks for the suggestion, Sinrayan. I don't have any tea. Yeah. I've been trying to drink water. I always drink a lot of water because it's too hot around here. I mean, I have the AC on, and I'm staying indoors because I can't handle the heat. My hypothyroidism doesn't. Yeah, hypothyroidism and frontal temporal dementia. That's fun. It's really a lot of fun. I've got water. I've got. I think doing this, I've been working on my impulsivity for years and I've been doing pretty good. Thanks to my ex-friend, I've been doing pretty good with the impulsivity. This stream was the first impulsive move I've done in 3 years. The first impulsive move I've done in 3 years, and it's probably a bad one. And it's likely to lead to my downfall. But it's It's likely to lead to my downfall. Well, I fell down already. I wish Robbie were here. Robbie would know. Robbie would know what to do. Robbie would know what to do. He would know. He would have found something easy and vegan thing for me to digest. He would have got me ginger ale and Motrin. He would have put me to bed and sat with me until I fell asleep. But I don't have that luxury. It's okay, Sinran. I know about, I'm a migraine sufferer too, so I know about the, It's how I ended up with a neurologist 9 years ago, but I ended up having to go to a specialized neurologist in 2017 because they were trying to figure out from 2014 why my reading was going weird and why I was having bouts of aphasia. It's why sometimes when you watch a video of mine on my channel, the wrong word often comes out of my mouth. I mean to say one thing, another thing it comes out. And that's how we found out I had frontal temporal dementia. That second specialized neurologist did actually take the time to run all kinds of lab tests and brain scans. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for the hearts, everybody. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Oh, God. I don't know. I don't know. Right now I'm killing time because I don't know what else to do. I have a headache. And I've scared a lot of people today. Yeah, I do have PayPal. I do. I do. I do have PayPal. I don't think I listed it in the... I know. You all care about me. You do. All of you who have followed me from the beginning of this basket case of a live stream. Yes, I have. You're right, Sinrayan, I have. You're all from Eric's Discord. You're all from Eric's Discord. Yes, I have. I just wish I had somebody local. You know what I mean? Wish I had somebody local. You know what I mean? I know, it may seem like I'm asking for too much. Yes, I have. I'm so freaking drained. I am so freaking drained. Not really, because all the activities in this city are for millennials. Nothing against millennials, but I am old enough to be their mother, and there's like no activities or anything for people in my age group. I'm a Gen Xer. I'm in my early 50s, and there's nothing for, like, this city is literally for young people. It's not for people like me. That's another reason why I'm out of place here. I probably should move to the country because there are older people there. But like I said, rent control can be another form of addiction. Rent control can be another form of addiction. You know? Yeah. But this city is completely heartless. And it's very, very vacuous and shallow. Let's put it this way. Okay, Montreal? Okay, anorexia is not considered a disease. It's considered a healthy lifestyle. That's how bad things are in Montreal. I know, I'm good at research too. I became a research nerd. That's how I became firefighter. That's how I became firefighter. It just became my lot in life. This is never going to work. Oh, God. No. Okay, I'm going to hop off. Okay. I keep saying I'm going to hop off this live stream, and I never do. God, I swear to God, this could be YouTube-a-thon. YouTube-a-thon. Only I'm not raising funds. Well, not in this city. Yeah, I don't. I've spent most of my time volunteering and taking care of others. I just, you know, I just want my last years to be fun, to be taken care of, to be protected. I know that ain't going to happen. And guess what? I will be volunteering of sorts because guess who's going to be stuck taking care of a 60-year-old man with an intellectual disabilities and the cognitive functioning of a 12-year-old? Guess who's going to be stuck taking care of him? I am. So once again, I'm the care provider. It's not going to be fun. Because as he gets older, his cognitive functions decline further. He's not going to get any better. Taking care of him will be a 24/7 job, I'll tell you that. No, I just want to have fun. Really, Jenny? Really? Okay, I'm going to check it out. If I can find where the PM is, because I'm still learning Discord. So if I can find it, I will try and find you. Thank you. I will try and find you on Discord. I will try and find you on Discord. I will try and find you on Discord. Thank you, Jenny. I will. If I can find where the PMs are on Discord, I will talk to you. I will definitely talk to you. Yeah, I know. It's just like I said, I'm too old for, like, it's really weird, but I'm too old for this city. I have to literally move out of here. And unfortunately, I can't afford it. I can't afford to move out of here and live alone. I would have to live with someone. And I'm not going to get a partner. I'm not going to get a partner. And besides of which, there's this man that wants me to take care of him. Wants me to take care of him. And somehow I think I have to. As much as I did, as much, I think I have to. And he's going to be a 24/7 job. I know. Yeah, they're all in nursing homes. They all move to the country. I've noticed this when people retire, they live here, and then they hit retirement, they all leave. They all go move to small towns, or they go back to where they came from to retire. And that's usually what happens around here. Yeah, that's usually what happens around here. Like I said, I even got, God. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to look for your private message, Jenny. I'm going to the Discord now. I'm looking for your private message now. I'm looking for your private message. Oh, God, where is it? Oh, I need to find it. Where is it? Jenny, if you can tell me how to find it, because I'm looking for it. Oh, God, I can't find your private. Oh, God, how do I find it? What? It'll have a red one in the corner? Or click the blue game controller? No, I don't. I don't see any change on the screen. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, pinned messages? Is that it? Pinned messages? No. I don't see it there. Hold on. Hang on. The blue. God, I'm trying to find it. Oh, gosh. Oh, God, where is it? Oh, God, I can't find it. God. Not pinned top left, not top right. On the upper left where the picture is for the group, it should be at the top. The picture for the one event-driven Discord. It should be above that on the upper left. Oh, hi, Amy. Welcome back. Hi, Amy. Welcome back. I hope Negs was entertaining. Did he give a puppet show? Did he do a puppet show? Okay. No? Oh, here we are. Okay. I think I found it. Let's see if you get this. Okay. Middle. Put an Nigeria. I was here. No, she fucking scared me. Yeah. Oh God. Okay. 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 Sorry, I'm not speaking. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for something. My email and Discord. Okay. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, you're all still here. Thank you so much for staying. I know there was some dead wit around here. Yeah. I found Jenny's private chat. Thank you. Sorry, I'm new to Discord. It's still a learning curve. Still a learning curve, and I learn slower than most people. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm not going to delete my channel. I'm leaving the channel up. I'm leaving both my channels up. I will leave this live stream up. Whatever damage I further did is done. Can't undo it by taking it down. And yeah. Oh, now I'm learning where the private messages are. Oh God. God, I'm giggling. I don't know why. God. I'm not going to post for now, right now. I will try to find a way to edit the interview I did with Eric for employment and mental health. I'll try to find a way to edit it. It's just part of the visual in the Hangouts chat with Eric. Okay, he went outside and it turned out blurry. His image turned out blurry. And I was trying to find a way to fix it, but iMovie can't handle it. So I was going to try and learn how to do Filmora and to see if I can try to correct the image. And that is why I have not uploaded that video. Plus, I started working about the video about my childhood story. I started shooting the footage in the old neighborhoods I worked in. I started shooting the footage. And I think that was supposed to be a voiceover video because I was going to be coloring in a coloring book as I spoke for most part, as well as showing pictures and video clips of the old neighborhood, the walking tour, the whole 9 yards. And right now I don't feel inspired to do it. But, you know, I mean, never say never. Never say never. I know this could hurt my channel. I could lose what few subscribers I have. I have 91 subs right now. Most of them are from you. All of you here in this chat. Most of them are from all of you. So I appreciate that greatly. You know, I had to stop my food channel because logistically I couldn't do it anymore. At least, you know. Thanks, Brazilian. Hi, Life's good to see you back. Sinrayan, thank you for understanding. You know, but I have got to find a way to somehow fix the visual of Eric in the Hangouts for the interview, because it wouldn't be fair to portray him as one big blur, even if it is only for like 10, 15 minutes of the footage. It wouldn't be fair to Eric if he was one big blur. But yeah, that video about my childhood is mostly about growing up with learning disabilities and developmental delays. You see, I had developmental delays myself. And that was partly the reason for the abuse I had gotten at home and the bullying I had gotten at school. And I started, when the other kids in the neighborhood were starting kindergarten, I was attending a special school at the Children's Hospital. And then I ended up having to be bussed out of school district while every other kid in the neighborhood was walking to school. I had to be school bussed in an Uncle Harry special to a school out of district because I needed to be in a special program, in a special needs program. I was the only girl in the class. I was the only girl. Thanks, Brazilian. That's very nice of you. I only hope that all of you will be patient and keep your subs hooked here. Because I don't think I'm going to be uploading soon. I may do another live in a few days, but you know. Really, Sinran? That would be awesome. Because, I mean, Eric, it was such a great interview that I did with him that letting him remain all blurry would not do him justice. It really would not do him justice. Yes, you are all awesome. Agreed. You are all awesome. And Okay. Okay. Right. Right. God. Here's the thing, the taboo, that goes along with frontal temporal dementia, early onset or otherwise, or Alzheimer's. You know what? You know what? Just when I was relieved, after 5 years of hired experts from the HR of my last job saying I had borderline personality disorder and it was all wrong all along, only to have the diagnosis replaced with frontal temporal dementia. Pick's disease, in other words. Pick's disease. And there's a taboo that goes along with that. You lack credibility just as much as because they think your mind is turned to jello or Swiss cheese. I don't know. I sometimes wonder if the coke and speed I did caused this. Maybe because of the developmental delays I was born with, this was predestined genetically. I don't know. But it feels like a life sentence. It feels like a punishment, especially. you know, I, I, oh God. Um, Now how do I get back? Oh, there it is. And, uh, oh God. I'm feeling really sick now. I'm feeling sick to my stomach. I wish I didn't have to go through it either, but thanks for the sentiments, and Ryan. Thanks, Sin, for it's like nothing is going right. And I don't want to end up in a nursing home. That is my biggest fear, is ending up in a provincial run nursing home. That is my biggest fear. But I can't sleep. I'm too restless. I'm too restless to lie down. I get more scared. Okay. Sorry. Sorry if I disturbed you. Okay. Oh God. Sorry if I disturbed you. Thank you. Okay. Oh God. Yeah, I did get a hold of Jen in the DM. I finally found it. Yeah, I did get hold of Jen in the DM. I finally found it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if her friend will. She didn't give me the coordinates of her friend. She simply asked me for my coordinates to give to her friend. So I don't know the coordinates as of yet. Contact info and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm wondering. Oh my god, I think I have an idea who it might be. She might be in Driven's Discord too. She might be in Eric Driven's Discord too. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I ain't going anywhere, so. Oh, it's not her. It's not her. Okay. It's not her. Okay. All right. Oh boy. Yeah. I gotta go get it in the kitchen, okay? Because my glasses. I got the water. Hang on, I'll be right back in a sec. I gotta wash my hands. Oh my god, I gotta wash my hands. Oh, I'm glad you like the hat collection. It took me many years to amass. It took me many years to accrue the hat collection. Yeah, it took me many years. Oh, this? Yeah, I have a few of them. Well, not all cats, but tats, yeah. I also have this too. I also have this too. And this. Hats are awesome. They make an outfit. Even the most drabby of outfits, sweats or a t-shirt, they make it. They make the outfit. Yeah, Birdie. Yeah, Birdie. Yeah, it's cool. It's a songbird because if you can see up close, it's made with musical notes. It's made with musical notes. You know. You move to a desert. Wouldn't you need a hat on the desert? You know, because the sun would be strong. Yeah. Oh, you do. See, this is an example of the issues, the reading issues that started in 2014. It started. I read something else first than what is published. Thank you, Life's Journey. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, the reading issue started for me in 2014 before I stopped work when I went on sick leave, which turned into permanent sick leave, retirement, early retirement. You know, the reading issues were there. It was just like the way it was when I was in grammar school, the letters and the characters, all the numbers all jumbled up. Yeah. Uh, well, that's good. It's nice to meet non-judgmental people. You see, notice all of you are from outside of Montreal. Outside of Montreal. All of you are from outside of Montreal. Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh. I know, I'm sorry there are dead spots in this stream. I have dyslexia, yeah. I do. I have dyslexia. I have dyslexia. And I also have an auditory processing disability. It didn't start, no, my hearing it's hard to describe. I don't always process what I hear the first time around. And I even thought maybe the frontal temporal dementia might have been linked to the dyslexia. I also had developmental delays, like speech came late, fine motor skills, which are still bad. My fine motor skills still suck. That means activities that people take for granted, like tying shoes, is difficult for me. And I still never learned how to hold a pencil properly. And you're a teacher, Sinran? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Brain stuck Honda, hey, Rafe? But yeah, dyslexia is, oh, it's a weird thing. So yeah, I had the developmental delays as well. The only thing my mother knew how to do was be embarrassed. My father was embarrassed. I was shipped to grandma a lot. The religious grandma who lived watching the Lawrence Welk show and going to church and all things doing to church and praying. Her house, grandma's house, was weird. Picture, okay, some of you may not have been born in this yet in the 70s, but picture it anyway. It was the 70s, and my grandmother's house, the living room especially, the furniture was Victorian. Okay, it was this dusty old pink and deathly uncomfortable to sit on. There were two antique chairs you couldn't sit on or they would break. Because I know my paternal grandfather, who was a big man, right? He broke the chair. They managed to get it fixed and restored. But yeah, it was all this antique Victorian furniture. The couch and the chairs had skirts to cover the feet. Now, while most people have either curtains or blinds, she had both. And the only modern thing in that living room, keep in mind it's the 70s, the most modern thing in the living room was a stereo from the 1950s. You have cognitive impairment too, Ray? Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun. You teach high school, Sunran? So did my father. Yeah. So did my father. Oh, you taught special ed. You would have had me as a student. Yeah. I was the only girl in my class. We were only 6 or 7 kids. Yeah, one was new and joined late, one of the boys, and I was the only girl. And we had our own special section of the schoolyard. We had our own special section of the schoolyard. We were kept pretty much segregated from everybody else. Yeah, we were considered, yeah, we were separated from everybody else. And I think that was probably a good thing. And then my father pulled me out of special ed. The teacher sort of agreed, but it had to be done slowly, the transition. So that involved me repeating the first grade. So, yeah, that involved me repeating the first grade. So I was sent to mainstream, had trouble catching up, and that's when the bullying started. And yeah, my school was switched. Elementary school, I switched 3 or 4 times. High school, I switched 4 times. Sometimes it was the bullying, sometimes because my father hated where we lived. He would have this brilliant idea to live somewhere, and he'd hate it. So we'd move. We always move. This dumpy rent control department is the longest place I ever lived at an address. I swear. It's the longest place I ever lived at an address. 10 years. You know? Oh, this is scary. Yeah. Wait a minute. I've got Discord open right now. Why have I got Discord in front of me? Hang on. Oh, Butterfly. I don't know if you're still. Oh, you're still watching. That's cute. That is super cute. That is super cute. Oh, yeah? Wow. 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 Yeah. Yeah. I know a lot of dead spots, dead weight in this live stream. Yeah, a lot of dead spots. You know that I've been on for 3.5 hours? Oh, yeah? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. School is fine when I was in special ed. School is fine. It was when I moved to mainstream, upon my father's insistence, that things started to go to hell in a handbasket. I couldn't keep up, and I got bullied. Oh, I know what the best hugs were like. Never going to experience that again. Yeah. Yeah. I was sucked at math, though. I sucked at math. Yeah, 3.5 hours. Exactly 3 hours, 27 minutes, and 47 seconds. Yep. 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 And you would have? I don't know what the equivalent of that is in Canada, i.e., IEP 404, 504. I have no idea what the equivalent is here in Canada or in Quebec for that matter. Education is a provincial jurisdiction, not a federal one here in Canada. Yeah. I remember my father always said, well, you're never going to go to university if I keep you in remedial programs. I didn't go to university anyway. Well, I did, but flunked out. Couldn't handle university. No, sin do not play. Sin do not play, no. Yeah. Sin do not play. Sin do not play. No. Sin do not play. Well, no, that's right. Not everybody is meant for university. Exactly. Not everybody is meant for university. I certainly wasn't. It was under the pressure from my family because my entire family is university educated. Of course, they're all alcoholics. And well, my father died. He drank till he died. He drank till he died. Between New Year's and Christmas. Oh yeah? Nah, yeah, they're cutting all over the place. Austerity. Yeah, they're cutting all over the place. Austerity. Yeah. 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 No, I know the push. Everybody has to go to university. I know, huh? And it's not for everybody. And people are not getting jobs getting out of university either. I know somebody who has a degree, an honors degree. Okay. He has an honors degree and he works in a call center. So, yeah. You know, and it's funny when I was a public servant, when I was working for the Department of Health and Social Services, when I was working for Department of Health and Social Services, when I was an administrative agent, I was making more money than he was. I was making more money. I was making more coin. Yeah, it is a pendulum. Agreed. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Yeah, you do. You do. They Data entry requires a degree in the United States these days. No, not here in Canada. Well, some places do, but no, not everywhere. Some places in Canada, they'll just ask for high school, and as long as your typing skills, if you can get sail past a typing test, a speed typing test, you'll be fine. Yeah. 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 Okay, Sinrayan, thank you for stopping by. I'm going to end this stream very shortly, once and for all. I know I keep saying I do it and I don't do it, but this time I'm going to. Thank you all for sticking with me. It means a lot. It's nice to know there are people out there on intertubes who care more about me than the locals here in this damn city do. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to cut this live stream. I've been on for over three and a half hours. Jenny, I'm keeping the Discord open. For anybody wondering, Driven's Discord, I'm keeping it open, okay? Okay? Thank you so much. You all rock. You are all awesome. And thanks for putting up with my madness. Bye. So, good night. Bye.